I'm gonna Begus over here. What'd you think?
So, oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'll
Something.
okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, I was gonna say something about this. Maybe I had too high expectations. I actually was expecting better reveals and things.
Yeah.
But also let me say that before people are like who did enjoy it. They might be like, "What do you mean it was good?" Whatever. For me, a lot of the stuff that they showed off wasn't necessarily felt like it was like for me or the games that I enjoyed. There was a couple cool things like I enjoyed Alan Wake. They showed off the gameplay that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, I can't really remember a couple of the other games, but I will say this: I think that it, if I'm comparing it to the PlayStation Showcase, I think that it was about the same, if not just like slightly. And when I say slightly, I mean like a couple point one, point two, point three things better than the PlayStation. The only thing too was probably just, and we talked about this during the whole stream, a little too much talking,
Yep.
and not enough showing off things. But also, hey, I get it. Sometimes they want to talk to the devs or they want to talk to people that are developing the game. I get it, but I just feel like the best thing to get people hyped about the game is to show off the game or show off, whatever you're trying to do. Now, granted, you know, um, there are probably people out there, and I'm sure there are people out there who are like, I thought this was great, but for me, I thought it was okay.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. I actually think this was worse than the PlayStation Showcase.
Wow.
I was bored the majority of the time. There was nothing really was jumping out at me. There was a few cool things, and like the Final Fantasy thing is going to hit for the people that care about Final Fantasy. It did absolutely nothing for me. I was just like, okay, whatever. Final Fantasy, cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. So like, yeah, I'm gonna honestly like go. What is your rating? 1 to 5. What is your 1 to 5 skulls? What is it for you?
Yeah, I know I gave the PlayStation Showcase. I can't remember what I gave it. Was it a 2?
You gave it a 2.
I'll give this because for me per se, I actually enjoy it, and enjoy being used very freely here. I literally I enjoyed this one just slightly better than the PlayStation Showcase for me, so I give this one 2.5. Barely
2.5.
just. I would say 3 if I wanted to be like sticking with the digits, but I'll just give it a 3. I think it was like right in the middle where there were games here that I thought I could not connected isn't the right word, that I think I'd play more than the PlayStation Showcase. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I think what it is like I said, I felt like I gave Summer Games Fest expectations a little too high. I think that's what it was, because I didn't see anything what I thought I was going to see, but hey, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with like the Summer Showcase. Like, I don't really have too many expectations. I didn't really have any expectations just because of the PlayStation and the Xbox.
Yeah,
and I figure like Ubisoft and Capcom are doing their own showcases, and then all the indie showcase that's coming on later. Like, so I figured like those were going to be where the big announcements are going to be. So I wasn't expecting too much from this.
Yeah,
and it still let me down, which is why I'm giving it a 1. Which is why I
wow.
I was bored, and
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy the majority of it. And I was just like, and what really drives it for me are what really drives it for me is that there was several moments throughout this, and I don't mean to be mean to Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley's a great guy. There were times when it would cut to him and he just looked like he was not having a good time. Well, it was always like after the trailers, he would be like blank face, and then he would smile all of a sudden. It's like,
and then
it was
character.
It was one of those things where it's like, oh shit, camera's running. Like, it almost like they didn't give him a heads up that, oh, we're back to you type of thing. So there was just moments where I was just like, oof, yeah. And then the guests coming on too, it's like there's clearly someone was letting them on stage before they should be on stage, because it was just awkward,
Yeah.
I think Nicolas Cage was the only one that I think came out at the proper time.
Yeah.
Just the majority of the games I just didn't care for. On the PlayStation one, like once I like sat down and broke down the list, and maybe this will happen too with this when I actually look at the games and break it down, because my initial reaction to PlayStation was like, oh, this is a 2. I did not enjoy it very much.
Yeah.
But when I went back and looked at it and actually looked at the games that were listed, I was like, oh, actually, there's a lot here that I at the time didn't appreciate, but now I like being able to
Yeah.
give myself time to digest and everything. I was like, okay, so maybe that'll happen with here. I don't think it's going to happen because, yeah, the majority of the games just weren't hitting. Alan Wake and Final Fantasy for me were the only two big ones, but even Final Fantasy is like whatever for me because I don't care about Final
Yeah.
Fantasy. So it's a, yeah, it was just, I just thought it was boring. I think, and that's what it could, and that's been my fear with Summer Game Fest. That's what my reaction with Summer Game Fest last year was. Game Awards
Yeah.
is packed. When we watched Game Awards, we watched it together
Mhm.
off stream. I thought the Game Awards was boring as all hell.
Yeah.
I mean, you got off early from that too, if you remember
Oh
that.
yeah.
You're like,
did.
I don't. You were like, I don't care about this anymore. You
Yeah,
just
exactly.
left. You just left me. But like, I don't know. Like, and the thing is like, I don't know what Summer Game Fest could do next year to make me go, oh yeah, this is enjoyable, because it's in a weird position where PlayStation did their thing, Xbox is
Mhm.
doing their thing, and that's
Mhm.
where a lot of the big things are going to get revealed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, where does Summer Game Fest really fit in that? Because
True.
it feels like it's trying to make big announcements, but then is not achieving those big announcements outside of Final Fantasy. And again, Final
Yeah.
Fantasy will resonate with you if you like Final Fantasy.
True.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to be in to reflect on because like, yeah, I have not enjoyed any of the Summer Game Fests, and the trend continues. So
That's interesting.
I don't know what they could do to get me on board.
Yeah, I know. I remember last year. I actually enjoyed the Summer Games Fest showcase last year because there were a couple games that I thought were pretty cool in there.
Yeah,
This one it just didn't connect with me as much as far as like
yeah.
the game that they showed off. But
I
yeah,
think one of the things for me is that this was 2 hours. It was about an hour and 45 minutes.
yeah,
That's incredibly too long for what they showed off.
yeah,
I think they could have cut out a lot of stuff. And I think if they condensed this down to like an hour, I think it would have been a lot better.
yeah. I think so. Yeah, definitely. I think that involves a lot of removing like talking and just showing
Remove the
games.
talking, removing the commercials. I mean,
It's basically if you I'll say this, they could take a page out of PlayStation's the showcase because
Yeah.
theirs was an hour and all it was literally the only thing if there were breaks was the light shows that they did and then
Yeah.
the occasional if whoever was worked at Sony was like hi blah 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 and then that was it, but mostly they showed off gameplay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna stick by my one, but I might revise that later, like next week when we actually sit down and break this down and break down the Xbox thing and then rank the PlayStation Summer. By the way, next week we're gonna rank all of these Summer Game
Oh
Fest,
boy.
PlayStation, and
Oh yeah, that's right. That makes
Xbox.
sense.
We're gonna rank the big three. We're not gonna worry about like Capcom or Ubisoft because I'm not gonna watch Ubisoft like at all. Like if we're gonna have to include Ubisoft on the list, it's gonna be at like number
The
10.
bottom.
Not even. It's gonna be like I don't give a shit. Like there's nothing Ubisoft can do to make me go, oh my god, this is amazing. I know
Yeah.
that's negative to take, but it's just the fact. I don't give a crap about Ubisoft. Maybe Capcom could surprise me though. Maybe Capcom could surprise me.
Ah.
But yeah, like, but yeah. So we'll be ranking and reviewing the three big ones next week, and so
Okay.
I might have a deeper thing when we break those down. Probably won't. We'll probably do a quick recap of PlayStation in case people forgot, but
Gotcha.
it won't be a lengthy thing. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Xbox,
Oh,
the ball's
man.
in your court, man. If you let me
It
down,
is.
if I walk away from Xbox going, man, it's a 2, it's a 3. That's not good enough. Xbox needs to be a
Yeah.
4. Xbox needs to be a 4 or 5, preferably a 5. But
Yeah.
like Xbox needs to hit because right now it feels like the two big ones that they've shown, Summer Game Fest and PlayStation, are just not
Yeah.
hitting the mark. Like
Yeah.
they're just not. They just weren't exciting.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff for the indie scene
Yeah.
though. I think that's really where the Summer Game Fest stuff is really going to thrive, is this indie showcases that they're going to have over the next couple weeks. So
Yeah.
So
I agree.
yeah.
I agree. I get that. Hopefully, like you said, it's in Xbox's court.
Yep.
It's up to them to knock it out the park and be the talk of the town, be the belle of the
Yep.
ball.
I mean, that's really all. I mean, they have the opportunity to really capture the conversation, and it's going to be a
Yep.
shame if they don't. Because, like,
Yeah.
outside of, I'm gonna be honest, outside of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, there's probably not gonna be. There wasn't really much to talk about in the Summer Games Fest showcase.
Very true.
So,
very true.
I don't know. I'm done. I give up. I'm done with games. I'm retiring from video games forever.
Retiring.
Yeah.
That's it. Sorry, we're shutting down shop. It's over.
God damn. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining us on this live reaction. I'm sorry I'm so gosh dang negative about it, but there's just not much I can do.
You feel like you sound like a father who's disappointed in their child for doing something bad.
So disappointed. So disappointed.
Oh my gosh.
But it is what it is. Can't be helped. So
very true.
Hopefully Xbox will do well, and we'll see.
Yeah. Catch us Sunday for that live stream reaction to the. Let me look up the time.
It's going to be 1 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock your time. Or no, it's noon my time, 1 o'clock you, and then 10 o'clock Pacific. So.
Gotcha. So yeah. 2
so,
hours long.
we'll probably do, well, if you're able to, I would love to do like a little quick 10-minute pre-show. We make last-minute predictions for the Xbox showcase.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Anyways, wind us down, El.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in to this special edition reaction of the Summer Games Fest show. Sorry, this week we didn't do the Wednesday gameplays. We won't be doing a podcast just because of everything that's going on now. So, but catch us on Sunday for the live reaction to the Xbox Bethesda Starfield showcase that they're going to be doing, and that'll be at 2 p.m. No, 1 p.m. my time. No, wait, what did you say?
It's 1 p.m. your time, 12 my time, 10
that's
Pacific,
right.
10 a.m. Pacific.
Exactly. So we'll be doing that. We'll be doing a live reaction to the showcase. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for Respawn Please podcast here on YouTube, so that way you get notified of when we do go live or when we do upload videos, and you can check them out. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Respawn Please podcast, and follow the podcast Respawn Please podcast everywhere, available everywhere, as well as Review Please Anime Edition,
and eventually,
yeah.
Respawn,
relax and respawn.
Whenever Elle decides to get working on that.
I got you. I'm gonna get it up this week. I promise you.
I'm joking, man. You got to do what you got to do. Anyways, have a good day, y'all. See you.
Bye.
See you on Sunday.